shit, that's huge on your fucking screen. No, that's I think I gotta work on like intros and outros, right? Well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. I asked for people to subscribe on my last video on the how to roll boss, and it showed an immense increase on like the amount of subscribers. So really appreciate for that, and it really helps me out to get like more videos of this kind of content to your doorstep right from my oven. So I hope to like keep keep growing the community, getting more like whatever. Huh? Can't even talk. We have an Elmo up here. Support the Elmo. Ah! I'm a fucking idiot. No. Even Elmo thinks I'm an idiot right now. Huh. I should so edit this shit out. Hey, I'm my own editor, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. But no, really appreciate it, and I'm not sure if people will actually make it throughout this whole video. It's quite long, it's a VoD, but if you have any questions about like any of the tier lists, as in this case, you know, you just gotta watch the whole thing, or just like skip through until you see your unit placed in like that you want to see about, and then from there you can just that. And otherwise, you can spam the chats or like whatever anywhere. Or otherwise, what most people will probably do is just spam it on Reddit or like in this video. Why is unit X in position Y, blah, blah, blah. Well, you could see it in the video. You could have been on the stream. Well, I'll probably just reply to most people anyways, because that's the nice person and what I mostly do. So, the video is long enough already. Enjoy watching and see ya. Hitting the record button. So I made a tier list before, and that tier list looked a little something like this. Okay, you cannot really see the numbers on the left, that's probably off screen. So tier list looks like this, and I included in a shit ton of units. Instead of like a lot of these tier lists, they actually go like triple S, double S, quadruple S, million times S, and that's like, what does it even mean? So I actually went for like a point system, which like an increment of 5. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing again. And then as a note, like here, I didn't have Drunken Masters. And then I had like an explanation. So 100 to 95 is OP. And then so on and so on. And I think I'm gonna use the same idea on the current tier list as well. I think that one makes sense. Yeah, I pretty much pulled in like all units in that one, like legit all units. Well, not all, but a lot. Let's see if I can upgrade the chat a little bit in this one. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, nice. Okay, so I might miss a couple of followers while doing this, or like subscribers or whatever, so sorry for that if that happens, but yeah. Okay, so first things first, let's change off these as well. So going back to the 100, we start off, yeah, red is fine. 100, 95, I care about the colors in like a moment. I actually have to switch tabs right now to see Twitch chat, so wait, maybe I'm gonna do Twitch chat on my phone, but wait, then I cannot farm. Shit, struggles. Struggles of life, boys. Struggles of life. I guess I'm just gonna switch back and forth like every once in a while. We add that one to here. Yeah, I'm staying safe. Family's overrated. At row below, blow, 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 blow. I actually don't really think I'm gonna use it all the way up till like, I don't really care about the colors actually. Like I'm gonna fix colors like all the way in the end. Like the reason I had these like a lot of numbers at some point is because I was throwing in too many units at the same tier at some point. So the best way to make a tier list is compare like unit X to unit Y. So is unit X better than unit Y? And therefore you can like place it on same or like lower or below. Issue is, however, for some units, what I would like to explain is like some units, if they work as they're like intentionally like plan to work, like for example CC units mainly, the moment they work, they're pretty much like close to 100. So let's say Hathor, Gianna, they're close to 100. But on their consistency rate, they're that much lower. Like, let's say, on consistency rate, they would be like, if it goes bad, like a Gianna's up here, like down here. Like if a Gianna lands nothing, Gianna's absolutely worthless. So same for Hathor, same for Okeanos, same for like you name it. Whereas other units like Jasun, or not Jasun, why did I say Jasun? Yeon Hong, why did I come up with Jasun, what the fuck? Yeon Hong, well, kinda. Artemil mainly, Ragdoll, Jaeger, those kind of units, I think those kind of units will actually then be higher because they're more consistent. That's a long ass list. I like it already. Yeah, that's why. And look at these monsters. Like, it took me a while. I had some friends from people in my Discord from Ellistrump, I think. Yeah, that's Ellistrump, I think. And Crystal that helped me search for like tier lists. And it took me a while, but I want a tier list that includes everything. So these are like, this tier list has all freaking units in the game. And I'm gonna run a different dungeon because spamming giants is too active for me. Diana strips 100% while near bombs. Yeah, but the link besides that is not that good. So, or the link, the Tiana, like, besides the Tiana stripping, she's not that great for like the other things. So I'm just gonna start off, and I think I'll just start off with like the LNDs. So Artemil, I think Artemil is like a solid 95. Artemil is a solid 95 because what he does consistent. He dishes out a lot of damage, and I actually felt like last season he started falling off a bit again. But I think current season he's super powerful because, I don't know, like, Artemil is just really difficult to deal with. If one is like actually good rune, painful. Also, this whole tier list is based on my opinion, my biased opinion. So therefore, it does not necessarily mean you have to agree. I just think it's like it's based on my experience, what I've seen from other people. I watch a lot of replays. I watch a lot of like win rates and that kind of stuff. So the tier list is based on that, and then it's just based on my biased opinion. Okay, maybe I feel like this is gonna be too much scrolling. And all units that are below this, nah, I'm just gonna keep it in. And I'm not gonna go throughout any order. I'm just gonna scroll down, see a unit, drag it up, and some units are gonna be in there, some units are not gonna be in there. If your unit is not in there, too bad. It's probably not that interesting of a unit. Barbara. I might replace this at some point, but I think Barbara is 85. I think Barbara is insanely strong in current meta. I think Barbara is honestly one of the most OP net 5s, like normal element you can pull. Wait, stream died? Did the stream die? We back? Oh. Yeah, sometimes maybe the stream dies a little bit. Savannah, I think Savannah is up there as well. I think earlier I would kind of like place it like this, but I feel like Savannah is getting that much use that Savannah is definitely up there. Savannah is definitely up there. Wait, stream is good? Stream is good? Okay, let's continue. So I'm just gonna look through like I think Masha is decent, but I guess around here, like it's. I'm gonna be switching around when more people, like when more units come in. I'm gonna be switching around, like comparing, like when I drag one in, it's like, okay, how about like this one compared to this one and stuff like that. Ooh, this one is. I underestimated this one, but this one is good. But people should stop ruining it on Vampire, ruin it on Violent. Because on Vampire, people are gonna ignore it. On Violent, people are gonna ignore it, but he's gonna slap your fucking ass to fucking death. That thing is super fucking powerful. Maybe one lower. I will see. Maybe I'll switch that around later. Let's see what other units we find. Nefties, the one and only Nefties. I would put it like same. Like I put it lower than Artemil, but same as Base Up, I guess. Even though Base Up gets a lot less play. But do people have less base ups or less base ups good setups? That's a question. That's a question I do not really have the answer to. Oh, thanks for all the follows, by the way. That Elmo's so cute. Yeah, almost cool, right? It's almost so cool. Ha! Oh. Yeah, Elmo. Okay, Ragdoll. I feel like due to the Ragdoll nerf, like last tier list Ragdoll was up here, due to the nerf Ragdoll is here. And still really solid unit. Like if people are like, oh, Ragdoll became useless, it's like, no, then you don't know how to play, and before you were playing with an 2 OP unit and you didn't understand how to play. Ha, rant, I guess. Okay, continuing on. Jaeger. I'm not sure if Jaeger is on the same spot as Ragdoll. I feel Jaeger needs more setup than Ragdoll. I feel Jaeger's really strong, but I feel like these two units can fit in more teams, whereas Jaeger needs more setup. Like, you cannot just throw Jaeger at something and it's gonna be strong. Like, you need something with Jaeger. That's why I feel Jaeger's a little bit less consistent and therefore at 90. Hathor though. Hathor, I think either I feel like Hathor is kind of falling off some reason. And hear me out on this one. Like, I think a lot of people are not gonna agree on this anymore, but actually a lot of people first pick Hathor before, and currently it's getting a lot less. And the reason why it's getting less is the violent change. The violent change made it that when you're Hathoring someone, you're most likely gonna fight someone that's gonna have 27% chances to proc most of the time, throughout like pretty much all of the time. A cleanser that procs pretty much instantly fucks Hathor. So I think Hathor is more fucked by the buff of like RNG procs and stuff like that. So I think Hathor actually she's still really strong, but I don't feel like she's that strong. Thanks for all the follows dropping in, by the way, guys. I cannot really check them because I'm working with one screen, so working with one screen. Bear with me. Other units. Pater. I feel Pater is up here as well. Is he one higher than this? Yes, I think so, because a lot of people don't know how to play into Pater. Like, if more people like would know how to play into Pater, I think I would put it lower. But as of currently, I don't think... Yeah, I think a 90 is good. Thanks for all the follows dropping in, really appreciate it. And then you're gonna ask, like, how do you play into Pater? Pater is most afraid of skill cooldown resets. So actually units like Ganymede, but also kind of new Akia, it's really strong into Pater. Tyrannese. I think a lot of people fear Tyrannese. I personally feel like he's not that. Like, for me personally, Tyrannese is somewhere here. But that would be like a super biased opinion, because I do not have problems with Tyrannese. But looking at his win rate, looking at like how consistent he wins for like other people, looking at like the draft potential of him, I think 80 or 75. I'm not too sure yet. I might switch that. Abellio. I think Abellio is getting like a little bit underrated, but I feel like Abellio in a good draft, Abellio is actually strong because it's one of the few healer units that dishes out so freaking much damage. So Abellio, I think, is underrated. Aegir, the old Aegir. I think Aegir is actually really bad right now. So wait, I'm gonna check back. What did I say about like the tier list? So I said like 75 to... Wait, so 80 to 85, that doesn't make any sense. 80 to 85 to 80. Sotong but not, and 70, okay, and so starting 55, it's gimmicky-ish. That's what I said last time, okay? So, yeah, I would say like lower end of usable units right now. Yeah, sounds about fair. Maybe drag this one down? Let's keep it there for now. Let's keep it there for now. So, this lower end of usable units, just for cleaves, but like, I don't like cleaves. Like, people that are watching my stream, they know I don't like cleaves. Been meaning to tell you I'm really into your intro music. I actually don't even know what song my intro music is. I heard it once somewhere, but I kind of forgot. Laika is... Wait, what did I do? Oh, I slapped my cable. It doesn't matter, I'm not streaming that anyways right now, so that's fine. Laika is one of those units I think is quite powerful, but only in good drafts. So because you can only use him in that limited amount of drafts, I think I'll put him like 65. So yeah. Leo is legit one of the only... Like, I thought it was a good counter to Marsha and Barbara. It's actually not that good of a counter against Barbara, because Barbara boosts up the whole enemy team and then your whole team moves second. It's actually a really good counter into Savannah, because the attack bar reduce does not work and it really reduces their damage by a lot. I don't necessarily say Leo is therefore an insanely OP unit, nope. But I think he will have more play, like, you will see him draft out more and more. Where would you put Oberon and Leona? I'll get to those when I see those, but they're kind of like far bottom because they're like alphabetical ordered, and I'm just scrolling down, I see a unit, I drag it up. That's kind of how I work right now. Oh, well, I found Oberon. Oberon, I don't think he's too OP, but I feel like Oberon is difficult to rune, and that's where a lot of Oberons like are not that to be scared of. But I feel like it's still like a good unit. Like, if you end a draft with an Oberon and that Oberon can one-shot, for example, like a Fran or whatever unit, yeah. 75, maybe 70. I think 75. I won't rate him like high top, no, it's too difficult to actually rune him up that he can hit like 40k without an attack buff. So therefore, I think that is fine. Sekhmet. Oh yeah, Sekhmet is down here somewhere as well. Sekhmet, I think Sekhmet is actually kind of underrated. I don't know. Like, I don't think she's like good, but I think she's kind of underrated. Like, she can be used. Like, if someone goes heavy condom team, which are kind of getting more popular again, actually Sekhmet is the freaking hardest counter into Pader. Like, if you Sekhmet skill 3 a Pader is done. Like, the rest of the game, pretty much. Like, he can barely do shit. Interesting. I never thought of that, but I think Sekhmet actually has, like, decent play. But, like, is it worth your skill ups? Is it worth good runes? Meh. Is she better than Bastet though? I think they're same. Sekhmet owns Vader and Tyrannies. Yeah, I agree. Bastet is only good for cleave. I don't like cleave, so this is my biased opinion. I do not like cleaves. Like, if you're cleaving, Bastet is here. If you're not cleaving, Bastet is whatever. Like, Isis, gimmicky-ish range, terrible. Lauren, I feel like Lauren is getting worse. Like, still usable, but she's not that great. Like, I don't know, like, people don't fear her that much. I saw a few Bastet, Rogue, Elshari, and Verd mains in G3. True, but that's a one-trick pony cleave. Try that in a tournament, you lose. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it works, but it's it works because of rune quality, I guess. But then again, it's a cleave one trick, and I don't want to make, like, I cannot make a tier list based on like every one trick. Aspire plays Isis every game. I saw him play, and no, he doesn't, and also he thinks it's not that great. It's more like you have it, you play it because, hey, having fun making content, rather than, ooh, it's the best shit ever. Triana. I think Triana's actually really good. I never gave her that much credits, but when I started doing Special League, I actually noticed that, like, in Special League, I started runing her up like really well, and I currently still have a really good runed one still, and she's actually hella powerful. Like, if you give her enough damage, she's a damage deal. Like, that's the thing. What does any unit make that unit OP? If it's probably doing too many things. Like Barbara, Savannah, they do too many things. They do like, they feel like 5 roles like by themselves pretty much. Triana is a damage dealer, immunity buffer, like semi like survivor with like the, or like not semi survivor but survivor with the 3rd skill, and a healer. So it does a lot of things, and it can actually deal out a lot of damage. Like, people that go full wind teams into a good damage Triana, you're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna have a bad freaking day. Ganymede. I feel like Ganymede is getting more popular, actually. I feel like Ganymede is getting more popular, but not even necessarily like Gany Hathor together. Just Ganymede by itself has always been a good unit, and I feel like he's getting more popular again, and I feel like it's a good overall unit. But it's also throughout the combination of like Gany Savannah, Gany like whatever, like Gany whatever, like Gany makes everything like it's an amplifier. Amplifiers are good. Ooh, Rocky. Rocky is interesting. Like, I thought Rocky would be insanely good, because she counters quite a lot of units. She's good, but not crazy good. I would put her on this level, I think. 70 is fine. Like, she can do her thing. She's good in some drafts, but I started like kind of overpicking her at some point because I ruined a good one, and then it's like, no, you don't. Wonder where he places Josie. I think Josie is one of those units that I really dislike. I don't own her, but I really dislike her. Not because she's good, because she's stupid. It's one of those pure luck sacking units. Viva Chell, I would put Viva Chell up here. She's not with like the other LDs, but she's still really powerful. Like, the moment there's a Viva Chell in your draft, in the enemy's draft, you gotta watch out for that. But I feel like a lot of people don't have too much difficulty with her anymore. Maybe even here. Nah, here. I think 85 is good. Someone asked about Shiho. Well, let me just, like, when you name a character, I will try to find it, because it's actually ordered nicely to find units. So, I feel like Shiho is mainly due to Barbara. Shiho and Aegir became, like, useless. Kind of. But Shiho is still better than Aegir. Like, by a lot. I would place Shiho either one of those two. I think 70 for now, but I might drop him. So yeah, if I don't get any unit like if I get a unit called from the stream, I will check that one if I can find it, and otherwise I'll just like check whatever. So Chiwu, Pioneer, P, where's the P? Yeah, it's here. Oh, it's actually easy to find units in here. I think Chiwu is actually really good. I think Chiwu is getting a lot of play, and Chiwu is actually really good, especially because of the combinations of Chiwu with like Beast Riders, and it has a speed lead. I think Chiwu is crazy good. I wouldn't place him here, but I will place Chiwu here. Like, I know there's a lot of people actually started scaling up Chiwus, and that's just for the extra damage, and that's where, like, the moment people just skill up units that are actually essentially only just stripping, it's like, I think Chiwu is good. Josephine, Triton, Harmonia, Ethna, Wedget. Is there 100 in European? I think not, actually. I think in current meta there's no 100. Last time Ragdoll was the solo 100, but I feel Ragdoll is not 100 right now. But I still want to keep that tier in. I think nothing is too crazy OP right now. People are asking about Josephine. I would say a proccing Josephine that procs every turn is about here. A Josephine that never procs is about here. So, let's say she procs 22% of the time, which is in between those two. We go 22% up, so she ends up here. No, she ends up here. Nah, she ends here. That's pretty much my statement for a Josephine. Where's Light Panda? Okay, so I was looking for a Triton. Oh, it's actually difficult. Why am I holding a Rubik's Cube? What the fuck? Triton. I feel Triton is more gimmicky-ish than... Like, Chiwu is really good. Triton is too straightforward. Chiwu makes Chiwu good because of the speed lead. Triton, it's not bad, but it's just gimmicky-ish rather than actual good, I think. 30. I'm just reading like whatever unit when I get like just finished it, and then I'll go for that unit. So keep spamming your unit if I'm not picking it, I guess. Where's the pandas? Pandas are close to pirates, pixies, polar queens. Where are pandas at? Oh, here, panda. Tian Lang. I feel like Tian Lang is one of those units. The moment you draft it, like, let's say you draft Tian Lang into Verdihill Diana, you're gonna win 90% of the time, and it's a force ban. Well, not necessarily, like, if they leave it in, you'll win 90% of the time, and it's a force ban. And because it's that much of a force ban, I feel like Tian Lang is actually really good, because the moment that you end the draft with a Tian Lang and they don't expect it, they have to ban it. They just have to ban it, and therefore I think Tian Lang is actually really good. But you have to draft it smart. I feel like Triton is a panic pick. I agree. Antares. Ooh, Antares. I feel like Antares in current meta is actually worse. So Antares is a Lich. Where do we have an L? I can't do the alphabet right now. Cannot find him. So, okay, cannot find him, so I'm gonna do another unit. I don't want to search too long for units. Gianna. I think Gianna's up here. I think Gianna is... Yeah, I think Gianna's up here. Can be biased saying like she's bad because she's less consistent. If she does what she's supposed to do, she's actually pretty much like... If she does what she's supposed to do, she's up here. 100%. Like, if Gianna would always stun and always bomb, she's... definitely 100%. But because she's not, she's either 95 or 90. I'd say 95. I'd say 95. What about you guys? Here's someone asking for Sierra as well. Sierra, because she's a first pick and she fits that many teams, she's good. And I think she's actually on the point of this good. I think she's actually an 80. Like, she started seeing a lot more plays because she ignores a lot of the meta, she counters a lot of the meta. Thanks for the follows dropping in, by the way. What about Yeon Hong's Kai Dancer? S. Where's the S? Cannot find her. Leona. I'm just going for what I can find. Leona, I thought Leona would be super OP, but I actually feel like more and more people are able to deal with Leonas. Like, I haven't seen that many draws. I haven't seen that many unkillable Leonas anymore. I'm not sure what changed. Maybe it's the Beast Riders, but I don't know. Like, I feel like there's not that many like unkillable Leonas anymore. So for that reason, I would say Tian Lang in 90s. I would say Tian Lang 85 because you cannot spam Tian Lang. I would say Tianleng is 85 because the moment you draft it at the right position, it's gonna be either a force ban or it's gonna instantly win you the match. And therefore, like, you cannot... Maybe you can use him like 20 to 30% of the matches, but if you win those 20 to 30% of the matches always, it's a good unit. You're gonna upload the tier list somewhere. I'm gonna put it on Reddit, but that's just a screenshot. And I'm gonna put it at YouTube for sure. Have you seen his activation rate? The thing is, like, the moment there's a Diana, there's a Verd, even a Ragdoll, like, it completely counters Ragdoll, like, so hard right now. Because Ragdoll is pushing up people by 5%, and Tianleng gets a shit ton of attack bar. Man, that shit, that's heavy strong. That's heavy strong. But he's 85. He's 85. He's not 90. He's not too like high up. And which combos Tyranny is good? Tyranny's kind of works in a lot of teams, but he's best with like other bruisers like Artemil, Ragdoll, Jaeger, blah blah, that kind of shit. Bruisers in general. Vanessa is a good one. Let's see if we can find Vanessa. Valkyrie. Valkyrie. I would say same as here. Like, both of them have like a lot of first picks, so therefore like a lot of use, a lot of first picks. Actually, these three units have the most first pick like throughout all units in the game right now, so they're high up. Rika Anavel, OGs. Can we find ourselves some OGs? Rika, I think Rika is just gimmicky-ish, but not too bad in certain drafts. Like, Rika can be a 5th pick. Rika can be like a forced ban, or no, I think I put her here. Like, Rika just does what she does really good, but it's kind of like you see it coming. So either way, you're too focused into whatever. But if there's a draft without any immunity, you pick a Rika and you're gonna take a turn with that Rika, and he's not gonna be like cleansing his shit. She can be quite devastating. So I think up here. I'm actually tempted to put Laika one higher. Like, what do you think? Like, Laika is strong though. Compared to like the other units in this region, I feel like Laika is stronger. Even though I have no problems with Laika whatsoever. I don't know. Lima. I saw Lima somewhere here. I feel like Lima's not that great, but she's also not that bad. Like, with her recent buff, she gets more usage, but she's still not really, like, up there. Could be used not insanely. Laika's better. Yeah, I think Laika's better than these units. That's what I mostly compare, like, the tier list on. Like, is, like, Unit X better than Unit Y, like, that are in the same region? I feel like Laika's way better than that. Maybe I'm biased that I actually kill Laika's quite easily, but I think 70 is fine for now. Let's give it a... Come on, up my life. No, sorry, man. I think 65 is good. 65 is good for Lima. Asima, same thing. Like, in a good draft, insta-killer. Although, I feel like Asima's better than Rika, so I would put her up here. But the thing is, you can draft, like, Asima seems kind of high, but Asima can only be drafted in, like, 10% of the drafts, like, properly. Laura. I feel Laura is kinda... I feel Laura is not bad, actually. Because it's the only... Well, no, Gianna strips and stunts. But Laura also strips and stunts. So... But just in a worse rate and 2 different skills. Yeah, I guess. Put Tianleng on 90. Nah. Third, vampires. I would rate third just about here or here. But because of the current counter with the triple revenge third, which honestly I think is fucking stupid. But it works, and therefore it's good, and therefore third is up here. Simple as that. I like just violent. Like, I think like having one third would place him here, Having 2 thirds places him here. That's kind of what I... Yeah, that's kind of what I would say. Vanessa's already here at 80. Light Druid. I haven't seen him too much. But the people that are actually using him are using him to a decent extent where it kind of works. The only issue is... No, I'm not gonna place it there, but it's difficult to draft in because you kind of see it coming. Like a lot of these units, they're usable, but the moment when you see it coming, it's not that great. So I think 65 is usable. It's usable. Mina, Lydia, Zeratul. Zeratul is actually somewhere here. Zeratul is too straightforward. Zeratul is actually too straightforward. Like, Zeratul does one thing, and that's damage. Like, you need units that at least do a few things in most drafts. Unless you have, like, a clear spot where you need one unit to just do damage. Yeah, but Zeratul, yeah, I guess. Would I put it at 65? No, I will put it at 60. Acroma. Light Druid is a problem with low base speed. Yes, exactly. It's difficult to run. Sierra's already up here at 80. Let's find Fran. I think Fran is all the way at the bottom in this one. Yes. So I think Fran is 80 as well. And a reason for that, I would actually kind of... No. 80 is good because Fran is one of those units that fits into every team. Except for Cleaves, but Cleaves is stupid. But Fran fits in every team. She does her thing in like every team and she works quite well. So I think Fran is a solid 80, yeah. Like, yeah, comparing Fran to the other units in the list, I would say quite fair. Sup, Ababo, how you doing, man? Acroma, ooh, I like me some Acroma. Oh man, Acroma is one of my higher wanted LD net 5s. Just because she... Maybe I overbias her, but I feel like Acroma is at least 85. At least. Because Acroma, the moment you draft in an Acroma against like any CC team, it's either a force ban or he's gonna pretty much wreck it. You're gonna need some Gucci runes on the Acroma, but I would say at least 85. I don't think higher than that though. Akia for Obabo. I actually think I underestimated Akia, and I saw like some people, including Obabo of course, play with her, and I feel like she's actually good. Like just the strip and the S1 are like decent-ish, but skill 3 is painful. Like skill 3 is actually very on par. Only issue is she awakens into a leader skill of Aki, which is the most useless thing ever. So stacking enough Aki on her is kind of an issue, I think. And then, I'm not sure about her damage that much, but I think she's a solid 75. I think more people will... Like, more people should give her some chance. Tier list is always fun. Yeah, it's gonna be biased, but yeah. I think like looking at my last tier list and the reactions on it, I think one of the better tier lists that people could like agree to, kind of. Like, of course, not everyone is gonna agree to the whole thing, but like people actually like felt like, this makes kind of sense in a lot of things. Ish. Ethna. I think Ethna is actually strong as well. But would I say 70 strong or 65 strong? I don't know, like a good ruined Ethna can really fuck up someone's team real bad. I think 70. Yeah, 70 seems fine for Ethna. Ciao, Ileana. Let's see. Ileana is a Neostone fighter. Where the N's at? Can I find an N? Can I find myself an N? Ileana. I think Ileana, for some reason, I couldn't make her work. I legit could not make Ileana work, no matter how I ruined it. It worked terrible for me. But I've seen so many people do so well with her, and her win rate is decently high up. I have to put her at least 75. I think Ileana is actually really strong. Like, if you pair like Ileana Geni Hathor or Ileana Gany Savannah or anything like that. Like, that's what you currently see Tree doing a lot. It's super devastating and it's really painful to face against. Like, with Ileana, at first I thought like, there's no sustain. With Ileana, you don't really need sustain. Ileana similar to Josie? No, Ileana does so much more than Josie. Ileana does so much more than Josie, in my opinion. Ileana better than Fran? Ileana's better than Fran. No, Fran is... You cannot, like... Fran you can first pick. Ileana, you're not gonna first pick. I mean... When she procs, you're screwed. Kinda. Tree and Skid abuse Gany Hathor Ileana. Yeah, I seen that. I faced that today. 3 times. I faced Skid today 3 times. It was annoying. But when she doesn't proc, it's more manageable. Yeah, I guess. But I feel like Ileana, solid 75. Sean. Do people even draft this thing? Wait, I think it's fairly at the beginning. Like, this is one of those units, like... Whatever. It's one of those whatever units. Eleanor, she's pretty cool. Nah. I would still draft Amelia over Eleanor. Even though I actually kept saying that crit rate debuff is kinda underrated. And in that sense, they're kinda doing the same shit. That would make it... Yeah, that would actually... Like, crit rate debuff is actually kinda underrated. And therefore she actually becomes quite decent. But would I put her higher than Amelia though? Yeah, I think because of... I feel like crit rate debuff is actually strong. So I think I'll put her up here. No, I think I put her down here. And I put Amelia up here. And the difference between those two is mainly the fact of the support. Like, let's say you have a team with like... You have the OP team with like bruisers like Ragdoll, Artemil, whatever, even like Tyrannies and that kind of stuff. Then I feel like an Amelia would do better than Eleanor. Even though Eleanor, maybe even. I'm not sure yet. Maybe same. I feel like an Amelia is still like really powerful as well. No, I think I go for same. Different but same. Same, but different, but still the same. Bah, that's where we go. I think Arda Rek go better with Amelia. Yeah, totally. They go better with Amelia, but I think Eleanor has her different place. Like, she's more like, let's say there's a Verdiheal and a Diana. I don't have Diana picked yet. There's Verdiheal and Diana. You pick an Eleanor. That's gonna be annoying. Juno. I like me some Oracles. Oracles, where are you at? Juno. I feel like Juno is strong, but has to be picked right, but is strong. And that's exactly where she... Ooh, I just got a slot 1 resistance innate violent, or will, not violent, will legendary with speed. Naisu in the storage, thank you very much. Yeah, I think Juno is up here better than these units. Yeah, I agree. Juno can really like be devastating. Wunsa. Someone is... yep, someone is spamming for Wunsa. Wunsa, Pioneer. I feel like Wunsa doesn't do too much. I feel like Chiwu is definitely better than Wunsa. Like 100%. But how much better? So Chiwu is up here. Triton is down here. I feel like Wunsa will be here. Like, I don't feel like he's... Because of his base speed, it's actually that much that you can actually outspeed shit without the speed lead. That is possible. Or you could actually run it like on a really fast despair if you have it and like surprise people. I would say 75 or 70. 75. Yan Hong missing. There's a lot of stuff missing there. Trust me. I think we're halfway in. Like, I'm not sure, like, I'm 42 minutes in and I think we're freaking halfway. This is always taking so long. Pisama, Diana, ponies. What are they called? Unicorns, right? Somewhere at the bottom. Unicorns. Diana. I feel like Diana in a good draft is about here. In a bad draft, about there. I think Diana has some of those units, like, besides her just, like, rotating, she's quite devastating into some drafts and really difficult to deal with. Is she on par with those units? Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like she's on par with the units in her section. It makes it even harder for me. Baba crit rate, yeah. That's why, that's why. Well, I actually, like, a friend of mine showed a clip where he picked Achroma and Vigor. Vigor is also an interesting one. And the Diana just crits 0 times. It's like 0 crits, that's ouch. Talking about Vigor, I think Vigor is a unit people need to start making, because I think Vigor is strong. I don't think he's 80 strong, but I think he's 75 strong. Fits really good, like, in a good draft. Like, that's also one of those units I saw mainly due to, like, Special League. And that unit does a lot. And that unit is also special in its way where you don't really need Will, because he's tanky enough and his skills are on a really low cooldown. Let's say Ganymede resets Vigor, Ganymede just wasted a reset. That's pretty much more the case than Vigor having an issue. Ganymede has an issue, he just wasted his reset. So, and then his third skill does an insane amount of damage based on HP. His first skill is also based on HP, which is the only werewolf, I think. His skill 2 is speed buff, which makes units like Triana and Yeonhong, that's not here yet, do even more damage. And it has the anti-crit buff, which I just kept talking about, which is actually kind of underrated. So I think Vigor is good. Vigor is actually good. And also the armor break is 3 turns and it's a multi-hit, so you can armor break and do a bunch of damage. And I've seen that hit up to like, I've seen that like nearly like one-shot VoD heals and shit, so by all means. And on top of that we also have 115 base speed. Boom! Fucking good unit. Just like the scaling is, I heard is scaling with attack well as well. Yeah, he does have some. He does have some. Is this your tier list or almost both of ours, I guess? Illinois, oh that's the polar, the polar one. Polar one, I feel she's gimmicky-ish. Like, people are gonna disagree with me. People that have her are gonna agree with me. People that don't have her disagree with me. And that's one of those units on paper, works really well, looks really cool, but 9 out of 10, it's just taking turns without doing too much, but still usable. She's not bad, but I wouldn't spam draft her, no. So, build Vigor as Diana counter. Vigor is a legit Diana counter, but Vigor is the most legit VoD heal counter. VoD heal counter, like, Vigor, straight up, like, you're gonna like me for that. If you have struggles with VoD heals, go for that Vigor. Like, I've seen some matches, I haven't built one myself yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good shit. Daphnes. A Daphnes that always lands all of his skills is up here. A Daphnes that doesn't land shit is about there. Let's go in the middle where he kind of like lands his shit, and I would say here. That's fair enough. Yeah, I would say... Would I say here? No, I place him 1 up. He gets this 1 up because he's actually really good in the draft. People fear him in the draft, but people shouldn't be that afraid of him in the match. So I put Daphnes at 80. I think that's fair. Why is Jaeger 90? Because Jaeger freaking backhands people worse than the worst pimp you can find, and he just backhands people to fucking death. That's why. Jaeger is insanely powerful, difficult to deal with, and is gonna slap freaking like 30 to 40 Ks at your ass every other turn, while ignoring all of your shit. That's why Jaeger is at 90. Gonna upload this to YouTube. I missed the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Dark Polar Queen. I feel like she is gimmicky-ish against cleaves. In a cleave herself. Usable, yes, great, no. 65. Ooh, let's go for some cats. Mina. I would rate Mina. I would actually rate Mina here, but that's because I have like a lot of success with Mina. Maybe I should place her here. She's not as she's not as good as these units. No, these units are better than Mina, but this like 75 seems like a fitting place for a Mina. And then everyone's and their mom's biggest hatred, Miho. I feel like she's not that great, but I personally use Sierra, Gianna. What are the biggest counters on Miho? Sierra, Gianna. But then again, I feel like putting a Fran, putting even like Lauren, anything with like heal debuff, is not making Mihos that great. So only thing is people that have like Ragdoll, Artemil, Jaeger, Pater, whatever, Akroma, those 5 are gonna get soloed by Miho. So just don't be stupid and draft a counter. That's what I'm saying. Miho 100? Nah. Mina Ileana so crazy. Yes, it is. Like I've seen like that's what Matsu was doing during Special League. He had a Mina on Violent, and then after that Mina, Yeon Hong went, boosted up the Mina. So Mina went again, another chance to Violent as well. Then Ileana went, boosted up the Mina. Mina went again, also another chance. So that's why he was number 1. That's why he was number 1. Mina plus boosters to Mina. Yeon Hong, Sky Dancer. Where do we have a Sky Dancer? Why can't I find Yeon Hong? Am I blind? Yes, I'm blind. Am I looking too far? Probably. Can't I do the alphabet? Probably not. Pretty sure I should be looking at her somewhere. Why can I not find her? La 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 la. Okay, picking another unit, taking too long. Tiana's not that good. I actually used to use Tiana quite some, but she's just not that great. It's revealing too much of your draft. Up is not. Yeah, up is relative. Up is relative. Wusa. I actually felt like Wusa was better than he actually was before I got him, and then when I got him, I was like, can win me some matches, can sometimes not win me some matches, but usable. Usable 5th pick. Simple as that. If at some point you end up with double immunity and you cannot really strip it, and Wusa just fucked him. Wusa just fucked him. Okeanos, Bovrik, Tyrone. Who uses Tyrone? Tyrone, Lightning Emperor. Can we find... Ooh, I found Antares. Antares. I feel like 2 seasons ago Antares was somewhere here. But I feel like people figured out like Antares is annoying, but you can deal with it. It's not that bad. Blah blah blah. Antares is probably here. No, I feel like because he counters a lot of the meta still, I put Antares at 7. And that comes from someone that has a really OP Antares, I guess. Bolvrik, can we find a Bolvrik? I haven't put in any of the Lightning Emperors yet, right? No. Maybe because I cannot find any of them. Someone was asking for Dark Monkey. Dark Monkey is there. Dark Monkey is terrible. He's on the gimmicky-ish side, but terrible. Nyx. I feel Nyx is underrated. I feel Nyx is actually like... If someone is drafting like the full CC team and you're drafting like Nyx, they're gonna have a bad day. They're gonna have a bad day. Even though I hate Antares, it's kind of 60 for me. 60 is pretty irrelevant, I guess. 60 is... Maybe because of Barbara, I would put Antares 1 lower. Because... Yeah, I agree to put him 1 lower, I guess. Like, I also don't feel like I have that much struggle with him anymore. He's just annoying. It's just annoying. Thanks for the follows coming in, by the way. 60 is still pretty, like 60 is like 70 to 60 is pretty much, like, yeah, 70 to 60. No, wait, what did I say? I said 75 to 60 are common use RTA units, and then 55 are like situational, can be strong in situations. Oh wait, then I actually should start throwing some units lower. Nah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I kinda got, like... Then I should start throwing some units lower, because 55, according to this... Situational units can be strong in really specific teams. Nah, I kinda like rearranged that. I started picking more on the same tier. And I think from 55 is like kinda like getting useless-ish. Whatever. So yeah. And 60 plus are like usable units. Maybe one lower? Nah, Tiana's... If you have a fine draft for Tiana... Nah, one lower. I feel like Tiana's like there. Yeah. Yeah, same as Antares, like, or like as Mio, you're kind of like dependent on whatever procs are happening. LD Beast Riders, ooh, you don't want to see that. If you pulled an LD Beast Rider, you're gonna not like me for that, but she is somewhere up here, and she's probably somewhere here, because they're both terrible, but this one is a little bit less terrible than this one. This is the weirdest unit in the game, and let me explain you why. She is built to get a lot of speed based on every turn of the enemy, like on every enemy's turn. Her skill 1 doesn't scale of speed, her skill 2 scales of speed. So she's gonna do more damage when the enemies take more turns. You follow me? But then you build her as going as first. The unit doesn't work. It's conflicting his own team. Narsha's way better? No, Narsha's terrible. Like, Narsha's literally conflicting with his own skill set. Like, you build it for... Like, you're not gonna use S2 as second? Well, maybe I'm just thinking about just the first turn, and like longer in the game it's actually getting interesting, but then I don't get this unit. I feel like this unit does yeah. Wolfric, I cannot find fucking Lightning Emperors. Where's my Lightning Emperors? No, those are C Emperors. Now Lightning, L, yes. Can we do an L? Can we have an L? Ifrits, those are no L's. Oh, here. Bolvric, one of my highly used units in season 9, 8, 10, somewhere around there. And I feel like Bolvric in a good draft is gonna win you. And I legit had matches with Bolvric and the enemy proc like 10 times. I barely procced and I still won because Bolvric in a good draft is insanely freaking powerful. Not changed. Like that's... You forgot Chow, the last Dragonite. Oh yeah, I forgot him for one reason, because that last Dragonite, where is my Dragon Nicht? Chow is supposedly somewhere here. Sorry for the people that use Chow. I have Fire plus Wind Beast Rider and with them. I was interested. What do you think about it? Because I never see them. I have Wind plus Fire Beast Riders. You see them everywhere. You see them everywhere. They're one of the most used units right now. Wedget. I actually put Wedget up like really high last time, but I feel like he's 80-ish. It's one of few units that actually like speed lead, or actually the only one, speed lead plus booster, but then the kit itself doesn't do too much, but I feel like it's still like a dangerous unit to play against. But you kind of need a team around it, that's why it's not that high up. Maybe I'm dragging one down. I don't know, yeah. Well, with the bulldozer comp and stuff like in mind as well, yeah, I think he's good. Put some respect on Chow's name. Rip Chow. Elsharion. Elsharion is one of those units you think are super cool, And then Elsharian is not cool at all. 55. Simply, I don't know, like, besides the cleave team, I don't like cleaves, I've seen no one make it work. I've seen no one make him, like, actual, like, decently work, so... Someone's been asking for Celia for quite a while. I feel like Celia's gimmicky-ish, but... in certain drafts, I guess gimmicky-ish, but I don't really feel like many people can make her with, like, great success, so I guess 65 is decent. But 65 is decent. Just because I don't see too many people, like, actually, like... You cannot draft it into too many things. Like, if there's too much immunity, you cannot draft it. If there's too little immunity, yeah, then you can actually use it, but it's also not that great. This one, Balanus, is as good as Rika, pretty much. In a good draft, really painful, but only in that one good draft. Okeanos. Okeanos. Where do we have Okeanos? Sea Emperors up here. Okeanos that would land his shit always is pretty much here. But Okeanos lands his shit like pretty much never. Wait. No, I think Okeanos is still a legit unit. But because of his inconsistency, I would put Okeanos down here actually. And that's 75 or 70. He's devastating in drafts to look at. Like, he looks painful, but most of the time he just doesn't work. 75, I guess. 75 is fine. 75 is fine. 75 is fine. What other units do we have that are... someone was asking for Molong. You have this Harmonia Molong kind of comps, and I guess they work from time to time. I guess, like, meh. That. Amduet. I feel like Amduet in certain drafts is actually quite good, but just certain drafts, and also then it doesn't do too crazy much often, so maybe one up. Yeah. I feel like it's too limited to be picked often. And also in those situations, it's not like really a clear victory. Cryandy, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it. I'm not gonna put in units like Kabila. Kabila, no. Elysia's good. Elysia, very... I feel like she deserves some love. Elysia's good. Elysia's just... She also counters like Artemil Ragdoll quite hard. Why can I not find... I still haven't found Skydancers. Or are they not named Skydancers here or something? Where are Skydancers at? Oh, here! Ah, I found Yeonhong. Yeonhong, there you at 95. 95. Straight up, consistent unit. Does her shit. Okay, S2 doesn't always land, but that thing does an insane amount of freaking damage for no reason. And then she heals, she gets attack bar, she OP. No one 100? No one 100. Nope. Nope. Actually, current season, season 13, I say no one is 100. I say no one is like, unless you put all of them at 100, but I don't think so, because they're all like quite dealable with. Like Gianna, that never misses anything, is 100. But besides that, like, I would say this. I would put Yeonhong, that never misses a strip, on S2, also, no, still 95. Still 95. Bernard 100. Bernard's not gonna be 100. Wait, did we already finish the first playlist? Yeah, we already finished the first playlist. Oh man, this shit always takes so long. Well, I think it's kind of getting filled in, like, for the most part already. For the most part, like, do not feel like putting in, like, too many trash units never used in RTA units in there this time. I did last time, but yeah. Fire Monkey is being used, but I feel like this unit is not that great. Like everyone knows. Yeah, like a certain draft can be good, but mostly, yeah. Same with Odin. I feel like some people would not agree, but I feel like Odin, yeah. Maybe here, nah. Yeah, I think this is... no, this. Velajul, someone's asking about Velajul. Velajul, Heretides, Magnum. Magnum is actually good. Garo. 100 what? 100 points. Play dance music. no dance music or like a monkey dance today. No, that's Mananan. Where Hertide at? I had struggles finding these Lightning Emperors before. Why? Someone's asking about Magnum. I think Magnum is super devastating against Cleaves. Like the moment you play against the Cleaver, he has to ban Magnum, which is just insanely powerful. That's so good. I think Fermion is underrated as well. Like Fermion... oh, what? No, what happened? What? Don't tell me that's... what? Why did it switch? Oh. Ugh. 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 I got a fucking mini heart attack, boys. I just had a fucking mini heart attack. I just had a fucking mini heart attack, boys. Fuck me. Ugh. Oh. This is not good for your heart. Okay. This is not good for your heart. Saved. 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 Okay, the only thing is, I have to do this again. But that doesn't matter that much. Oh, I am some annoying freaking ad. Blah blah blah. I'm in your face. Where are you at? Ad, I don't like you. I said. Ad, I don't like you. Ha, ad is gone. How did it happen? It's magic. Other ad, stop spamming. Stop being in my face. That's display. No, I don't want this. This, no. Stop moving. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Blah blah blah, annoying. Where are you at? Real banner? Be gone. I said be gone. Yeah, we're gone. Okay. And then you see on stream that if I do this, you cannot read it. Yay! Super annoying, right? I'm so annoying today. No, wait, I'm always annoying. Okay, let's fix that. Let's fix that. This... was it this one? No, it was not this one. It was main container. Let's start in with like, how about a margin left of like about 250 pixels, and we're Gucci. Whew, saved. Saved, boys, saved. Okay. Ad blocker doesn't work. I'm using Firefox to not have ad blocker to show websites that... like some websites are like, oh, delete or do not use ad blocker on this website. Then I open Firefox. That's kind of why. That's kind of why. So, okay. Yeah. We're back. Ferrat. In Gimmick-ish. I feel like I'm just gonna place a lot of like Gimmick-ish. Lucian. Cleaving. Gimmick-ish. Han, Gimmick-ish. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, Han is super terrible. No, Han is actually not that bad. It does a shit ton of damage, gets multiple turns, it stuns. It's not that bad. It's bad, but not that bad. What other units do we have? Alexandra. Alexandra is actually being used to a decent amount right now, and I think she's not that bad, actually. She's usable, but yeah. Oh yeah, I was putting a Fermion. I think Fermion is strong. Fermion is underrated. Well, this doesn't really mean strong, but he's usable. He's definitely usable. Maybe even here? Nah. He's not on that level, but he's usable. He's usable. Mephisto. Mephisto, a demon. Mephisto, there, I guess. Better than these, but also like gimmicky-ish tier, not that crazy-ish. Black Maroon, Bloop. Yeah, maybe I'm dragging some units in a little bit quick without any context, but like if I say they're not good, I just think they're not good. Bernard, I actually think Bernard 2A is... Bernard 2A is actually quite decent, but... It's not to the point where I say like, oh, this is like, you're gonna have to make this. Like even Violent Bernards, they can hit quite some, but there's already like a lot of units. How good or bad is Bolfric? Bolfric is 75, so that's good. Perna, Phoenix. Phoenix. I think Perna's still usable in decent drafts, but it's not that great. Helena. Pony. The pony I dislike the most because I think she's really garbage. Yeah, I actually think she's quite garbage. Do I think she's even more garbage than that? Nah. I feel like actually these can also kind of fit in here. I don't want to add in like everything that's too low. Bastet so low, I don't like Cleaves. And I don't think Bastet is that good now. Pisama is a Fairy King. Oh, Hairtide, someone was asking for Hairtide. I think Hairtide is quite usable. Not too OP, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous to play a Hairtide. So, solid 70. I think the Monkey is like... I think Monkey can be used against certain drafts. He's not like unusable. He's not unusable. I was looking for a Fairy Kings. Pisama. I feel like Pisama is either 60 or 65. I wouldn't place him 70. I think 65 is good. I think 65 is good. Do we have any other units? Garo is 55, I guess. I feel like Garo's that good. Same with like Draco, the whole fucking stupid cleave thing. Rogue, I feel like Rogue is actually better. Rogue is 60 at least. Maybe even 65? Nah, he only works in cleaves, but I think Rogue is one of the more solid units of the cleaves actually. Why is Sean so bad to you? Why is he good to you? He does damage based on speed with the worst speed, like he does damage based on speed with 96 base speed or something? I don't know. I feel like he doesn't do too much. But then again, Lagmaron is just as bad. I just don't like them. Like I don't think they're that good. Juno is already, I think it's 75? Yes, Juno's at 75. Tetra, I haven't picked Tetra. Mermaids. That was found pretty quick. I feel like Tetra, because of meta, is 60. I don't feel like Tetra is actually a really good unit, whereas I feel like Juno is a good unit. Maybe 65, because she actually has some, like she can be used quite well. Yeah, 65 is fair. Like I don't feel like she's that good of a unit, even when I'm a user of Gianna, so she should be countering me, and I feel like she's mostly not countering me. So yeah. Poseidon. Who uses Poseidon? No one should use Poseidon. I think Unfair Bear even has more play than that, but still 55. Ah, here's Poseidon. I feel like Poseidon is on Chow level. Stupid unit. Velajewel. Oh, I don't have Velajewel yet. Oh, Velajewel's up here. I feel like Velajewel is actually really good. Velajewel? I'm tempted. I'm tempted to put Valkyrja on 80 because he actually is a good counter on Hathor, but that's maybe biased because I don't have one and I feel like it's really good. So I think 75 is fair. Yeah, I feel like 75 is fair. I feel like Valkyrja is really good because immunity cleanser, that's dealing like a lot of damage. And do not underestimate a good Valkyrja's damage because Valkyrja can actually dish out a lot of damage. I think I had most of the good units. Tableau. Gimmicky-ish, a little bit better than the rest of the gimmicky-ish, but not too crazy, I guess. Someone's asking for Praha, but I feel like Praha is down here. Maybe counter cleave, but yeah. Because I could see her having some use counter cleave. I'm not sure if anyone is still using this shit, but I feel like those are kinda like same level-ish. NFL, yeah. Ileana is 75. Icarus. What is Icarus? You dying? Right? No, wait, this... No, that's the other one. That's Acasis. No, this is Acasis. This is Icarus. Wow, how long have you been playing this game? I feel like same as Molong. Like, some comps can work, but not too crazy. Who wants to use a Dark Phoenix? Or like a Dark Phoenix, Light Phoenix? Light Phoenix is not that good, man. Like, even for cleaves, I would say, like, because it's that difficult to rune him up, I will put him here. Because if you have crazy-ass good runes, yeah. Ooh, Light Vampire, good one. I haven't picked that one, and Light Vampire is actually decently legit. Or this legit. No, I feel like he's like seeable and stuff like that, so yeah, 75. Because this thing I've actually seen, like, some people that have him ruined like quite well. Painful, telling you, painful. The Bay is not good. Nyx is already here at 65. Maybe I would up Nyx one, but no, I feel like what he does quite decent, but it's still RNG, but he doesn't do too much next to it. Yeah. Who's the top? Those are the top 4. There's no 100 this time, simply because I don't think anything is... Like, I feel like these are not the max OP, and I feel like none of them are, like, better than the others. So I cannot, like, either I would have to drag them all to 100, or none, and I choose none. Charlotte, Dova. Who uses Dova? Well, Fey Memory actually uses Dova. With actually quite some decent success. It's a decent 5th pick. Cobalt Bomber. Can I find some Cobalt Bombers? That's a nope. Oh, here. Dover. Oh, this is Dova. You asked for Dova? You asked for Dova. I'm picking Dover. I think Dover is a good 5th pick. Actually, Dover is a good 5th pick because it can AoE stun. That's kind of like... Like, same as like... He's pretty much like similar to like Balinese and Rika. So for that reason, like it can be like an instant like thing. Ophelia of Legacy. I played Legacy's Ophelia today. And Legacy's Ophelia did about this much. No, just joking. It's a decent unit, but like, meh. I feel like it's not doing enough. Especially with like Barbara and shit around right now. Meh. Sorry, Legacy, sorry. Mi Ying, we got a Panda. Panda. Where are you at? Pioneers, Pandas. We have ourselves a Mi Ying, which is actually, I think, a decent bruiser. It does a lot of damage. Is Charlotte that bad? Charlotte is kinda bad, in my opinion. Where do we have OGs? OGs. Charlotte. I feel like Charlotte is just here. It's not that great. All of the 90 units have potential to be 95, hard to decide. So what's 90, these three? I would feel like if I would put any of those three 95, it would be Jaeger. But I feel like Jaeger is... I feel like Jaeger was that strong because people didn't really know how to deal with it. And currently I feel like people know a little bit how to deal with it. And therefore, like, I would... Like, just by success rate and win rates, I feel like Jaeger is not on the same tier as these four. Or is it? Nah, I would one below. But just one below. Just one below. Bastet is somewhere there. I have a choice between Feng Yang and Savannah. I feel like Savannah is a more fun unit than Feng Yang because Feng Yang is just a fat thing that tolls around like a Beyblade. I don't know, I would pick Savannah because I think she's more fun. But that's both good units, both solid, both are gonna help you a lot. It's just what you think is more, like, what you think you have better runes for. That's a good assumption. And what you think you just have more fun with playing. But both are solid choices. Sniper, Covenant. I think Covenant is actually not bad. He's not crazy good, but he's not bad. What do we have? Snipers. Or they're called something weird like MK blah 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 sniper, right? Covenants. I think Covenant is a 60. Because it can potentially one-shot something and then get one-shot and then you play a guild battle. Then you play a 3v3. That's something. Can Finessa land a defense break on 0 accuracy? Any unit can land anything on 0 accuracy. It's just less likely. Base is not 90. No, I feel like Base is not 90. He's good, but he's counterable. If you reset Base, he's not doing shit. But dudes, wait. But dude, Art is not that much of a threat anymore. I feel like Miho works better. I still feel like Artemil's highly powerful. Where's Miho? Miho should be at the top. No, Miho is 65, boys. You pick a counter against Miho and she's doable. Like you pick a Lucia and you pick Fran and then Miho is gonna have a fucking bad time. It's not that difficult to deal with the Miho. Ileana and Leo should be a bit higher IMO. I think Leo... I'm actually tempted to up one for Leo because he's that good because of the speed meta right now. Especially because it's that hard of a counter to Savannah. I agree. Then Ileana should be +1. Ileana should be 80. No, because I feel like Ileana works for other people, but I made an Ileana and I threw Ileana at 280 via will and it did not work for me. So she's good, but not that good. Is there no score 100? There's no one on 100, no. Okay, so if you have any units and you want to like evaluate like why is that somewhere, like now is kind of the time where you could do. Does Leo counter Marsha? No, Leo actually counters Savannah insanely. He counters Barbara okay-ish and Marsha not that much, I guess. A lot of top 10 players lock her, that's why. But they lock her because they use her with something good. That's kind of the thing. Like, Ileana is not bad, but also Ileana just does one thing. Like, she's not too, well, technically two, but it's not that many things. Alcohol bombers that plant bombs. Yeah, I'm not sure what the question is. Juno 75 evaluate. Yeah, Juno's really good because she kind of like counters a lot of the CC metas. Like Nafty's, this. Juno's just like a straight up counter to like a lot of the meta shit, and if ruined correctly, can dish out quite some damage, can be like quite devastating. So yeah, I say 75 is good. Why is Julian high? Because Julian does an insane amount of damage, and you kind of have to ignore it. Why is Dark Demon that high? Because you've never faced one. That's why, because you never faced one that was ruined good. Like at first, people should stop using Dark Demon on vampires. Stop doing the vampire Dark Demon. It's bad. It's bad. Go violent. Start watching replays of Sanctuang, for example. That thing freaking kills your ass while you're ignoring it. That thing freaking kills your ass. Tianlang, Violent or Despair? Despair, for sure, in my opinion, currently. And why 85? Because Tianlang in the... where Tianlang should be used, when he's used, it's either a must ban, or it's an insta-win. Like, let's say the enemy goes Vert and Diana, you last pick a Tianlang. Tianlang is either gonna be banned, or 100% gonna win you the match. And Tianlang is also a really good counter on Ragdoll, in my opinion. So that. Vela should be higher. Ooh, I was actually tempted to put Vela on 80, but I actually think he counters a lot of the meta as well. Especially Hathor. Vela is one of the main counters on Hathor. And Vela does really well against like CC teams. Even better now due to the Vio change where he gets 27% chance to proc out. And a Velajuel proccing out of a stun, AoE cleansing, 3-turn immunity is a killer for a lot of things. But I feel like 75 is still fine for him. I don't outclass, like, I don't think he's as versatile and usable as these units above. But he's in where he is, I think he's good. Yeah, I think 75 is good. Triana crit damage? Yeah, I would say Triana crit damage. I would say Triana crit damage is 75, Triana tanky is probably 70. Nephis in theory is super good, and I have her, but you kind of have to double strip. And then, do you know some comps? Yeah, there's a bunch of comps that actually work, but the thing is you do not really necessarily need 2 AoE strippers. Like, let's say you go Chiwu, Nephthys, Savannah, and you go whatever, like Okeanos. So Chiwu moves first, then Okeanos and Savannah move, and then Nephthys move. And the thing is, you have 1 AoE stripper, you have 2 single target strippers, and their enemy team is not gonna be full violent 9 out of 10. So you can probably still AoE CC the whole fucking team. Why is Lauren low? Because I don't think Lauren is that great. Look, people kind of got used to Lauren's, like, maybe 1-up 70? Okay, let's say, is Lauren better than Josephine? Yeah, I would say so. Better than Lima, that stuff. Yeah, I would give Lauren a 70. I would give Lauren a 70. Yeah, sometimes it's good to reevaluate. Sometimes it's good to reevaluate. Belenus, I feel like Belenus is not that crazy. Like, it's just one of those last picks that could be good, but I feel like it's not too crazy. Like, if your unit is just a last pick unit, well, Tianlang is in a sense as well, but Tianlang is gonna give you the win, like, way higher percentage than a Belenus, in my opinion, so. Where is Chitian Dasheng? Chitian Dasheng. What's actually Chitian Dashing, I guess? I don't know. Where are you at? Monkey King. He's gonna be low though. I cannot find the monkey. Can't find him. Oh, I cannot not find him. It's so difficult to find units sometimes. You're just staring. Where's Joe? Don't do this to a GT and Dashi. It's the only holdiness 5. Yeah, that can happen, I don't think he is terrible. Like, he's not like a 5 or something, but he's not that high. Frigate, I feel like Frigate is somewhere here. It's worse than these units that don't pick Frigates. Don't pick Frigates. It's also the only monkey I didn't put in yet, so that makes it more difficult to find. Oh, here it is. GTN dashing. 55. 55? Yeah, because he has the good S2. Wait, is that... Where did I put the Dark Monkey? Oh, Dark Monkey is 55 as well. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Chow 50? Yeah. Why is Josephine so low? Because Josephine... what I said about Josephine, a Josephine that always procs is about here. Or no, a Josephine that always procs is about here. A Josephine that never procs is about here. And then we up it with like 22%, and then she was about... Wait, was she here? Fuck, I forgot. I think, yeah, she was here. So, we upped up with like 22%, and then she's about here. A non-proccing Josephine is fucking terrible. Gemini. Didn't place the Gemini yet. I feel like Gemini can have some use. Yeah, Gemini is not bad. Like Gemini Savannah, Gemini Chiwu Savannah, that kind of shit. Yeah, it's not bad, but I feel like the Gemini... is he better than this though? Yeah, I feel like here. I feel like here. Because also like Gemini, Daphnis, so it's kind of like an amplifier on some already good units. And it has a speed lead, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What about Jara? I don't even want to put in Jara. Like, the moment someone drafts Jara into me in RTA, I'm gonna laugh and fucking quit the match. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stomp his ass and it's gonna be really easy. Gemini is better than Laura. Nani? Yeah, Gemini has speed lead and armor break. And Laura just has a strip that's inconsistent. And then has to get another turn to actually do anything. Yeah, I guess. Where's Laura? Where did I put Laura? Laura. Here? Did I put Laura here? I know I put Laura somewhere. Fuck, I cannot... Even in this, I cannot find units right now. Oh, Laura's here. Wait, I said... Gemini? No, it's the other way around. Gemini is better than Laura. Laura is better than Gemini. Do I agree on that actually though? I feel like in Bruiser teams, yes, in Cleave teams, no. But I feel like I'm gonna down Laura then one. Because I feel like they're... Yeah, I'm gonna down Laura one because she's... Yeah, just like this. Just like this. She does have potential to... Like, her skill 1 does make a lot more... Like, Gemini skill 1 gets another turn. But Laura skill 1 gets another turn and CCs on a person. Different, but same, but different, but same rank? Yeah, I think same rank. I think same rank. Felicity Sean is in such a low rank. I feel like you draft Xian for fun, not because he's good. But Gemini has speed lead. Yes, but Gemini also doesn't have a third skill. And Laura can actually AoE stun. Gemini can as well, but he needs the spare. So yeah, I think same. I don't feel Gemini is that good. Like how often can you draft a Gemini? Man. Unless you have like a really like a Cleave team-ish for it. Tyrone. I feel like the Tyrone is about here. And for the Cleavers amongst us, we have this one, which is also there. Or maybe one up. 24 lead. I feel like this can also be used out of Cleaves sometimes. And because it can be used out of Cleaves, it gets the one up. Fire Succubus. Fire Succubus is already in there and actually gave her a decent amount of love on 75. Maybe I'm gonna put her one down because... No, she actually... I think she actually is quite good. I actually think she's quite good. Did you do Odin? Yeah. Wait, this is Odin. No, this is Odin. Don't think it's okay. Lucian, Lucian 55. I don't know. I do not like thieves. Huh. Iris. I did not place Iris yet. Iris. Magic mics, as I call them. Magic mics. Where is the light magic mic? I feel like the light magic mic is. I feel like I would put her here, but then I saw this girl. You do not want to draft light magic mic into a Miho. You're gonna get slapped every fucking turn you take. Like I did that against her. Like, you're gonna get slapped. You're gonna get slapped. You're not gonna have a good time. Yeah. Oh wait, my stream chat just... Wow, stream chat just killed me. Okay, reopening the stream chat. Thanks for the follows dropping in, by the way. Really appreciate it. Video is 1 hour 30 minutes. Did you put Nyx that high? Nyx is not that high, right? Where is he? Nyx is? Blah 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 blah. Oh, 65. Yeah, I think he's decent. Like, did you see the match of Silent against Thompson? Thompson would have been wrecked if Silent didn't play weird. Like, if Silent didn't play weird, he would have won Thompson. Thompson would have lost first round, and he wouldn't even have made it to like the freaking finals of like the World Tournament. He would have lost first round if Silent didn't play weird. Because, in my opinion, he played kind of weird. I think that's Nyx completely obliterated like whole Thompson's team. So yes, he's in a good team. Nyx is strong. How about Mi Yang? Harmonia, Mi Yang. Kind of weird units, but we're getting in the genre of weird units right now, I guess. Not that often used weird ass units. Oh, Izaria. I feel like Izaria is not as great as the other one, but I think Zarya's... just here. I don't feel like she's that great. What else were we asking for? We were asking for Mi Yang. Like Genny Hathor? No, Nyx does not need Genny Hathor. Or it's more like against Genny Hathor. Like Nyx is gonna make sure Ciara doesn't land shit. 9 out of 10. Well, not 9 out of 10, but at a decent rate. I feel like Mi Yang can be... I actually feel like Mi Yang in combination with like a Bernard, Mi Yang can deal a shit ton of damage. Is it that great? Meh. Lisa. Neostone agents. I've seen some people use her, but I wasn't that afraid. Sea Empress Light and Dark. People actually drafting that shit. I should have made something that a unit has to be drafted at least once in 1,000 matches on average to be in this stupid list. Oh, Ashibel. I think Ashibel is actually not bad, but it's not too crazy. I think Ashibel actually counters a unit like Josephine super fucking hard. Or Ashibel also counters like well, pretty much anything that like provides some immunity or some shields or whatever that doesn't cleanse, which are actually quite some units. Mananan. Too straightforward, just damage. Wait, he's same level as Zeratul, or is he above Zeratul right now? What's this? Oh no, Zeratul's there. No, actually, yeah, 55. 55. I don't want to throw units too low right now. Pontus though is here. Pontus though is there. Guess some would disagree on Lisa being that low. Yeah, some probably would. People that are spamming like skill 1s. Thompson picks Mananan a lot. Yeah, Thompson picks a lot of stuff a lot because he likes to play for like content. That's different. Doesn't make it good. Zeratul self-buffs at least. Yeah. Mananan, yeah, is worse than Zeratul, I would say. Yes. I'm a proud owner of Eludia worst LDNet 5-4. No. There's always worse. Trust me. There's always worse. But I don't even want to fit it in right now, actually. And that's Gelnir. Fucking Gelnir. Oh, Nigong. Because I own one. Because I own Nigong, and Nigong is 55. Nigong is not that good. So, 2 of my LDNet 5s are here. And Kraka, 55. Let's fit in at least the LDNet 5 so people can be disappointed about their LDNet 5. Let's do at least that. Sylvia's better than those though. Yeah, let's just look up like LDNet 5s. LDNet 5s, LD5s, 5s. Wooyong. I think Wooyong is actually because of this, just because of the speed lead. Draco. Okay, let's put in Draco because people actually use it, but it's terrible. Yeah, if Bastet is 60, Draco is 55, in my opinion. It's like, yeah, but cleavers. Yes, exactly, but cleavers. LD, this one. This one is also like, somewhere down there. It's also a terrible unit. Why is there so many terrible units? Okay, this is actually not that bad. Okay, this is actually not that bad. Bale should be 100. No, Bale is 100 for other shit, not for this. Oh yeah, your boy Jara, straight up lowest here so far. No. That's rude to Trinity. The Bay. It's AoE branding though. You could probably use it in some kind of cleave though, right? Probably not. Zeroth. Oh, Zeroth. Yeah, Zeroth is... You can kinda use it in a cleave. It's more usable in a cleave than these other shits. Rahul is actually... I feel like Rahul is underrated actually. Well, not underrated, but people are like Rahul is like... no, Rahul is not crazy, but... Maybe even here? No, don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy. Oh, Rakan. I haven't placed Rakan. I actually feel like Rakan in a good draft is actually not bad at all. Not crazy, but... Or like crazy, but... Man, usable. Usable. Oh, Lucifer. Lucifer is only good in one draft where someone doesn't fuck up your draft by banning it or banning the Leo. But besides that... Jara count as my Gelnir worse net 2. Gelnir is a net 1. Gelnir is a straight up a net 1. Oh, where the fucking Gelnir is? Oh, here's Gelnir. No, I feel like I'm not gonna go all the way to 0. I feel like I'm not gonna go all the way up to 0. Like the list is already too long. I'm gonna change this to 0. So, I think this is fine. We go 45, 50, 0. And then you ask like, why not use other numbers? Because I used these numbers the last time. Fuck. Lucifer's only good with Leo, right? Yeah, pretty much. She's pretty much just with Leo and otherwise like no. Like Lucifer actually barely increases your attack bar. But 100.01 is more than just 100. So that's why it works with Leo. Am I missing any LD5s? I don't think so. Am I? think I covered kind of like most to all. Sean is not in there. Sean is also not that great. Shazam, Mace Monk, a Beast Killer, and then we have a Beast Monk. I actually feel like Shazam roll level. I think the glancing debuff is actually not that bad-ish. Is it usable though, like compared to all of that? No, Shazam is not that great. Camilla. Oh yeah, wait, we have a dragon and Grogo somewhere here. Or is it like Cleavish? No. It's not the cleavage. I mean cleave. Harmonia, someone's asking for Harmonia. I would say Harmonia is 60? Yeah. 60. I don't think I will find any unit that will place like any higher currently. Where's Wusa? Wusa is 65. 65. Can be a good 5th pick, that's about it. Where did you put the Vamp Lord? I think Vamp Lord is off the chart. Because fuck Vamp Lord. Who's gonna use that shit? Ain't nobody got time to use shit. I think this is it, right? Chilling. I didn't pick Chilling. I didn't pick Jemire, but Jemire is also like... don't use Jemire. Chilling is actually a decent unit. Jack... oh... traits. Lantern, whatever. 60? Nah, 55, I would say. Yeah, like same level as Isaria, like can be used sometimes. Rakuni, oh, I missed Rakuni. I missed the little bitch that got fat by the other girl. Rakuni is a Hark? Yes. Where the Harks at? Put your Harks hands up. Yeah. Rakuni 60. 55. I don't know. Nah, 60. There's some counterplays to some units. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Spotlight Druid. Tesario. Yeah. Ritesh. Cyrus. No. We're not going that low. Beta, I would do. Beta, I will. Because I want some units that at least get picked in RTA. Ritesh doesn't get picked in RTA. But yeah. I feel like it doesn't do too much and too long cooldowns. Dark Dryad, prolonging ability effects. Too weak, way too weak. I have on max skilled, too weak. Where's Daphnis? Daphnis is at 80. Daphnis is at 80. What a Mermaid. What a Mermaid is, I think, 65? Yes. A Light Dryad. Oh yeah, that's the Rakuni, but worse. I honestly feel like it's Rakuni, but worse. So I put it at 55. Avarice. People use Avarice? Who uses Avarice? I've seen Avarice being used once or twice, and it's about this good, I guess. I think the 60 and the 55 are getting way too piled up, because I should have spread that more. Bungbik, no one uses Bungbik in RTA. Please. Yeah. Fighter 2. Yeah, fair analogy syntax. Fighter 2, yes. Yeah, some of like I don't want to draft too much like I could put Kamoon in there and Amrana in there. Like no one drafts this shit. And if you're doing, stop doing it. Varys is actually being drafted sometimes, but this was one of those high overrated units that was actually not that great. Fire Warbear. Who drafts Fire Warbear? If you're drafting Fire Warbear, stop doing it. Asher. I've seen some people draft Asher like way back, but also they stopped doing it. There was a reason to it. It was not that good. Same for Julie. But Julie is actually still being used, but a Lucian tier. Same shit, different day. I tried Warbear with Nyx, it's not that bad. Yeah, but like that's... Is that because Nyx is good with like a lot of units, or Warbear is actually good? Yeah. Faye. Romagal says Lucian counter. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Like, how are you ever gonna... Like, you killed the Lucian. Cool. How are you gonna kill the Garo with a fucking Romagal? Faye. Oh, the most inconsistent, stupid unit. What is Faye? I don't even know what Faye is. I forgot what Faye was. Weird unit. What's her in the wake of Faye? Tessarion. Tessarion is actually terrible. But he's terrible. He's not crazy terrible, but he's terrible. Kung Fu Girl. She is the Kung Fu Girl. Exactly. Kung Fu Girl. Where do we have Kung Fu Girls? For inconsistency reasons. Theo can actually be used in low RTA because people don't have other units actually ruined up. But does it make him good? No, it does not make him good. Too straightforward. Too freaking straightforward. Arya's not bad. Nah. Gildong. Yeah. Yeah. Jasun. Yeah. Violent Romagod. Yeah. Brandia. Yeah. Actually, I've seen some Brandias one-shot like shit, but yeah. But what was the last time I faced... Okay, any unit I'm gonna place in now, I at least had to face it in season 12 or 13. If I didn't face the unit at least once in season 12 or 13, it's not gonna be put in this list. Because I'm putting in too much shit in this fucking list. Hard note to Warbear and Nyx. Jean would have been better. Ternis, yeah. What a demon. I have not placed against it. Lucas, have not placed against it. Okay, that rule makes shit a lot easier to probably keep this video shorter. Well, the video is 2 hours. Like, maybe people are gonna watch the VoD for 2 hours. Maybe not, but yeah. Okay, any unit I would have played against in the last 2 seasons. I would even put Shaina Martina up there then. But they're like still this. Shaina Martina is this. Skogul, no. Cyros, no. Slime, yes, Slime. Slime, definitely no. No, also no Slime. Same with this. For the people out there that do the shield will cleave. Bulldozer is actually, yeah, Bulldozer actually gets some play. Bulldozer is a Frankenstein. No, that's not Bulldozer. You are Bulldozer. Bulldozer gets some play. I would say Bulldozer's up here. And Copper. Copper is lower though. Ariel, Christina, nope. Why is Varus so low? Because Varus... Nah, okay, Varus maybe one up. I don't feel like Varus was one of those highly overrated units that was then not that good, but it's better than this shithole it's becoming. It's better than the shithole. Let's call 55 the shithole, and then we have like the pile that's not even good enough for the shithole. Khan, never played against. These Archangels, never played against. Fire and Water Demon, never placed against. Light Polar is, I think, 70. I feel like she's even worse than 70, but nah, 70 is good. 70 is good. Khan, never played against. But I feel like Khan... Everything I pick up right now is gonna end up with like 55 or 60. So if you're missing anything, it's probably 55 or below. I think that's a fair statement. They need to make Light Demon, Ragdoll V2. Oh, please, hell no. Oh, hell no. Yeah, same for like Mali, like 55 or below. Asima's 65 or 70 even? Yeah, Asima's 70. I feel like Asima's really painful and like Asima can one-shot in like certain drafts. Orion though. Orion. I've seen Orions in Special League. Ramahang, Cannon Girl, nope, never played against. Christina, never played against. No, I think this is about it. I think this is about it. We're done. Pretty much 2 hours. Yeah, I'm streaming for 2 hours. Did you half-fast Clara? Oh, Clara's actually a fucking terrible unit, but I haven't ever played against one? I don't know. I don't think so, but she's being used from time to time, so I'm gonna drop her in. That's a Pirate, whatever. Where is the P? Here is the P, and we have Clara, and I think Clara is 55. I think it's fucking 55. B-Ring, never played against. Why don't I see Okeanos at 55? Because Okeanos is at 75. Okeanos that would always land his shit would probably be like 95. Nah, just 90. But yeah, Okeanos doesn't land his shit, so it's 75. Emma, Luis. Guys, if you're legit drafting this shit, that's why you're losing RTA. Did you rank units in the tiers just random order? There's no unit 100? No, there's no unit 100. Yeah, I'm gonna end the